G'day guys, I just got home from watching the 2023 Gareth Edwards directed film, The Creator. Straight off the top of the bat, this film is pretty divisive. Some people are going to hate it and some people are going to love it. I gotta say, a few friends of mine that I was sitting with, as soon as those credits started rolling, they were saying that they thought this was absolute garbage. Yet I look over to my other friend and she's bawling her eyes out. So people are going to love this. People are going to hate this. This film is pretty brutal. Like, explosions aside, and there are a lot of explosions. I don't think I really remember watching a movie, seeing a gun pointed at a dog's head. Yeah, if you like your animals, you're someone that's easily upset by animals being in harm's way, maybe this isn't the movie for you. Same with children as well. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be laughing at that. Going into this film or watching this film, you've almost got to put aside taking it too seriously. I think you've got to watch it for what it is, which is like light entertainment. I mean, personally, I think it did have some thought-provoking moments. I think the film almost sort of explores some ideas surrounding, or a metaphor for, the Vietnam War. AI almost functions as communism and how America perceived the threat of communism in this movie, which is an interesting perspective to watch this film, and it definitely raised some ideas about that for me, and taking a critical lens onto maybe a traditional Western view of the world, which I think was interesting. I think this film has all your classic, plot contrivances, like how did this person survive this thing? How did this end up happening with that? How did they do this? Like, there's a lot that it asks you to kind of take in your stride while you're watching. Some people, again, will hate that. For me, I kind of liked it. To be honest, I enjoyed it. It feels like a movie that could have come out in 2009, in the same sort of realm as a Neil Blomkamp? Sorry, I'm not sure how you say it. Neil Blomkamp kind of film, like District 9 or Elysium. It felt quite similar to Elysium. Another film that I do sort of have a soft spot for. The CGI is really high standard and quality. I really love that it's an original science fiction concept. I think it borrows heavily from some other sort of universes and ideas, but that being said, the world building is quite stunning. Like, some of the visual shots I think are fantastic. If you're a fan of Blade Runner, you'll love sort of the cityscapes, like the futuristic blending of technology in sort of Asian mega cities, which I really enjoyed that aspect of the film. There's some moments that almost probably did make me laugh, that maybe shouldn't have. Madeleine Voiles, if that's how you pronounce her name, the child actor, was incredible. I thought her performance was fantastic. Highly rate it. Something that a lot of people might not like about this film is they might say that it's a missed opportunity. I have to agree to some extent. I think it doesn't really explore artificial intelligence. It sort of raises some interesting ideas in terms of what a future with conscious sentient machines could look like. The actual concept surrounding the potential of artificial intelligence as we know it to be isn't explored fully. It's more like a human versus robots kind of deal. Something also funny as well, in the film, the robots can't manufacture new faces. Humans donate their likeness for the robots to use. It took me out a little bit, because like, I can go on my phone and generate like 1,000 different AI generated faces within 1 second, but the highly intelligent robots in this film couldn't. No, I didn't actually do that. It's a bit of a mess in some parts, but in others, I still felt like it struck a bit of an emotional chord with me in terms of some of the human drama, relationships, dealing with grief, that did strike a bit of a chord with me. And there are definitely moments where you're feeling that and then suddenly you almost get ripped away from it. Like, a character might die, for example, and then sort of the tonal shift is quite rapid afterwards, and it just doesn't sort of land well. But overall, this is a fun ride. This is a film that I enjoyed watching. I've got to say, I'm a simp for these kind of science fiction movies, you know. Like I said, I've got a soft spot for those old Neil Blomkamp films, that sort of 2009-y sort of era when I was a kid. This film feels like it belongs amongst those films, and I am glad that it exists in today's cinema. So, overall, as a rough rating, I'm going to give this 3 stars out of 5. To be honest, I could give it 3.5. I'm not sure, but after some discussions after the film, you know, initially I was feeling 3.5. After some discussions, maybe it takes me down to a 3. There's definite things I can see that are wrong with this, but there are some parts that I loved, and it was beautiful to watch. Some of the CGI, the world building, like, fantastic to watch. I love that. Maybe it's a 3.5. I don't know. But you should definitely go and watch this film for yourself, make up your own mind, and I would love to hear what you guys think down in the comments. Yeah!